Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are just leaving the Knock Knock Beach Resort where we have slept last night. You can see how that looked like in the last video. Today we're waking up to a rainy Sunday morning. We're going to have a long trip ahead of us. Unfortunately, there will be a lot of rain during this trip, but that is how it is. We are taking a different route home than we did going here. We're going to do the East Coast road down along the coastline. So see how that looks like. I have never driven that before, so it's a first for me as well. We had to do a quick stop here. I can't remember exactly what it was. It was something we had to discuss and fix. So nothing serious, of course. I like driving in this kind of weather as long as it's not raining, because as I said before, the sun is really hammering down when you're driving in the sun. So the best days are the overcast days to be out driving, as long as it doesn't rain. So on this trip home we actually saw the worst rain and wind I ever experienced when driving, but that is not in today's video. That will come up in a later video, so stay tuned to see that one. Coming up to the left is the Almox restaurant where we had our dinner last night. There's some dogs having fun in the middle of the road. If you want to see how the restaurant was, you can see that in our last video. As I said in the last video, there is a lot of restaurants and a lot of construction going on along this road, especially on the beach side of it. This was the weekend just before the barangay elections that were going to be held on Monday. A barangay is what you in the US call, I think, a small city council. A barangay is at least 2,000 citizens, and I think it's even higher in highly urbanized areas like Manila. It's several thousands, 5,000 or something, I think I read somewhere. So there's a lot of barangays in the Philippines. It started to rain again, and you don't want to break out your raincoat too early, because it is a kind of a pain in the ass to stop, pick it out, put it on, and then if it stops raining you have to take it off again and fold it down to fit it back into the bike. So this time we just tried to stop under a tree and see if it was gonna stop raining, and it did. Just a few minutes later we were on our way again, so no biggie this time, but it kind of still drizzled a little bit. But as long as you're moving, the wind is kind of drying you off as fast as the rain is making you wet, so it's a win-win. There we have a barangay election vehicle. There's a lot of officials who want to be elected, and here actually they kind of buy your vote, especially out in the provinces. They give you money to vote for them. It is not legal, but I've heard and seen it happen still. As I said in the last video, Roxas City, I really like it. It is a place I would consider living in. We might have to get back up here someday and stay a couple of days and get the feel of the city. To the right here we have SM City Mall. That guy has a share on the tricycle. He has a nice ride going on there. It is still early, the mall isn't open. I think it is about 8:30 in the morning. So today, since we haven't driven this way before down to Iloilo, I'm going to use Google Maps and I'm gonna follow it to the letter, and we will see where it takes us. Sometimes when you use Google Maps here in the Philippines, they take you down some strange ways. Once I ended up on a little handmade bridge, but just done with some bamboo sticks. Luckily, we made it over without any incident, but I can tell you the backseat driver was not happy or impressed with the route I took that day. We just passed City Mall there to the left, and coming up here to the right is Caisano Grand. So there is quite a nice selection of malls here in Roxas City. Perhaps next time we are up here, we do a tour of the biggest malls here. That would be nice to see. Yeah, typical red light. Let's speed this up a little bit. Yeah, so it's still red for us to go left, but he got drove past and stopped up there. I don't know if that is what you do. Oh yeah, just cut in front of me. At least he used his turn signal, always something. Since I'm following Google Maps, I'm not sure this is the best way to go, but according to Google Maps, this is the fastest route. So let's try it out. You can see all the posters for the officials who want to be elected on the walls and on the tricycles and everywhere. It's big business to be elected, it seems like. The guy in front there, he is asking for directions, it seems like, holding up all the traffic. But I must say, most drivers here in the Philippines have a lot of patience with these things. I'm trying to learn, but sometimes I get a bit annoyed, that I have to confess. I saw the weather was kind of clearing up here, and I thought, well, perhaps it will not be so bad today. But yeah, that was way too early to celebrate anything. It's quite a lot of traffic here in Rojas. That might be a thing that is annoying when you're considering a place to stay and live in. There was quite the traffic when we were driving yesterday, and it's quite the traffic this morning. And I remember last time we were here, it was quite the traffic back then as well. So that might be a thing here. I'm not sure. If anybody is living in Rojas that is watching this, you can comment down below and we can get some information. The guy in front has his right turn signal on. Is he going right here? No. Is he going to stop here soon? Nope. It's just on. Some more campaign rallies going on here. A lot of campaign rally actually. That might be one reason for the traffic to be a little bit more than usual here in this morning. But as I said before, I don't know because I'm not up here enough to know. And he went left instead of right, although he was signaling right all the time. It's more fun in the Philippines. And again it started to rain, of course, so I didn't more than think about the weather. Looked like it's gonna clear up, and then it just started to rain, of course. It's a little bit annoying, but what can you do? That is how it is here in the tropics. So we stopped again to think about this, but then we realized that it was gonna rain more and more, and there was a gas station just up ahead. You couldn't quite see it on the picture there, but it was just on the other side of the trees. So we went there, filled up the gas tank and put on our raincoats, and away we go in the rain. So I apologize in advance for the bad picture quality, but that is how it is when it's raining, and it's better when you can drive a bit faster, then the wind will put away the raindrops, but yeah, I try to clear it in some intervals here. The tricycle drivers have their own build. Everyone has a different one, how they protect themselves from the rain. This one has a kind of a little windscreen he pulls up. He also has some plastic over his clothes. See the next one here. Nothing. When we pass this bridge, it kind of feels like we are leaving Roxas, and I'm not sure if it is the truth, but that was the feeling I got. We have some warehouse here to the left, and then it feels like we are really leaving the city. There is still hope for better weather. It's kind of bright ahead. So hope is the last thing that abandons you, or what is the saying? One of my viewers by the name of Just Asking is saying he enjoys the sunny afternoon rides. I guess he will be disappointed with this rainy morning drive then. Hope he's not too disappointed. It will be sunny a little bit later in this video. The problem with rain on the streets is that it might be hard to see the potholes and stuff. So you kind of have to be extra careful when driving and try to assess more where the potholes might be. But yeah, slower speed is always to recommend. Coming up is today's first disappearing act done by the right lane. I guess we will see many more today. Imagine coming in 50-60 kilometers an hour at night and drive right into that one. We have another tricycle with a kind of homemade windscreen. He also had some plastic over his clothes. then in the middle of the rain we see some sun as well. I tried to see if I could see any rainbow somewhere, but there was no one visible. More barangay election thing is going on here. That's a nice way to just stop in the middle of the road. Nice driving, Tex. Is one way to protect yourself from the rain, driving with an umbrella. Here we have a broken down tricycle, not the best weather to have a mechanical breakdown. What do we have here? Another one driving with umbrella. That is quite common here apparently. I don't even know if it is legal to do that back home in Sweden. That looks like a nice place up here to the right. I'm not sure what it is. I wasn't able to read on the signs what it was. If anybody knows, you can comment down below. So this should be the town of Panay. I'm not sure if it is this town that made a name for the Panay Island or the other way around. If anybody knows, you can drop a comment down below. We have a nice old church here. It seems like a nice little town. Seems like the rain is letting off a little bit now. When I was doing my research before moving here, I was watching a lot of YouTube videos and that kind of stuff. It was a lot said about bad cell phone connections here, but as you can see here to the right, we have one cell phone tower there, and there is cell phone towers almost everywhere. At least along the larger roads, there is always connection. It is way worse up in the mountains and some places out in the provinces. I have seen bad cell phone coverage, but when we go out to do mangas, for example, at There is 5G connection out there, so I don't think there is that much to complain about today. I think they have made a lot of progress in that area. And of course, nowadays you can use Starlink is available here in the Philippines. So before you really had to live somewhere close to a town to get fiber connection. But today I've seen many expats that are using Starlink and have a really nice connection out in the middle of nowhere. So that is something to take in consideration when deciding where to live. Or you don't have to take it into consideration anymore because you're going to get internet everywhere. So it seems like it stopped raining now. Then we have the next, oh, here we have the next right lane ending due to this bridge, I guess. But still, you could have some heads up before it, but I guess nobody wants to pay for the signage. Yeah, it seems like it stopped raining. Now the next thing is how long do you wait until you remove your raincoat? I usually take a look at the drivers we are seeing coming in the other direction to see if they still have raincoats and stuff on. If they have, it's still raining over there. And it is nice to drive a bit with it on so it can dry off, but before you pack it down back into the bike. But that is one of my few worries here in the Philippines, what to do with the raincoat. So I guess I'm having a quite nice life here. We talked about the modernized jeepneys. I had someone talking about it. I can't quite remember who it was right now. About the coverage of the modernized jeepneys. And I would say I see them everywhere. Everywhere I go, I see modernized jeepneys. So I think the coverage is better than one would think. Of course, there is a lot more of the old style jeepneys, but I think on most roads you might find a couple of the modernized ones. That's a colorful building there to the right. Here we have another lane ending. Perhaps I need to stop pointing them out because they are everywhere. Another good rule of thumb is regarding the raincoat, when to stop and take it off, is the road should be dry, more or less at least, because the last thing you need is having a truck going past you and it just splash you down. Wow, I really get into this raincoat thing. capital of Kogon, it says there. So I guess we are in Kogon then. I'm not sure about the pronunciation as usual. Returning viewers on this channel will know that. I'm not very good at pronouncing the city names here. Nice newly paved road here. Always nice to drive on a smooth surface for a change. A lot of nice flat farmland out here. And it started to rain again, so luckily we didn't stop and take off our raincoats. But as I said, rule of thumb is wait until the road is dry, because if the road is still wet, there has been rain just before. The roads really dry up fast here when there is no rain coming down, especially if the sun comes out. The best thing with the rain here, compared to back home in Sweden, is the rain here isn't cold. I don't mind when you're driving a short trip, when you've just been in the store or something, if it starts to rain. Because you want to be cold, but back home in Sweden, as soon as you get wet, it is really cold, and the water coming down is usually very cold as well. But here everything is warm and nice and cozy, so no worries there. But when we are driving like, what, 4 hours today? 5 almost. You don't want to be too wet. Not that this early in the trip anyways. I think there was 2 guys sitting on top of that truck there, covering under some kind of tarp. Not the best weather to ride on top of the cargo today. Seems to have been heavy rains here just a few moments ago. Lots of standing water along the road. Coming back onto our newly paved road here. As I said before, it's really nice to drive on this smooth surface. Here's actually some street lights along this road. I've noticed them before on this ride. There's more street lights up here around Roxas city than we have outside Iloilo city, I must say. At least that is how I perceive it. once again the sun starts peeking out a little bit. We even have some blue skies ahead, so that's promising. Cell phone tower here to the left, more than one actually. So here is excellent coverage out here. So this is Pontevedra. As usual, I probably butchered that pronunciation. But anyways, Pontevedra is this little town here. Here to the left we have the public market. We have a pure goat supermarket. The roads are dry here almost, so it starts to be time to remove our raincoat. But we decided to wait a little bit longer, just in case, and let them dry up a little bit. Someone started to say they needed a bathroom break, so we needed to find a CR, and then we could take off our raincoats as well. CR stands for comfort room, and that is how that is what they call the bathroom or restrooms here in the Philippines. We always see a lot of gas stations when we don't need them, but once you do, there is no one to be found. So finally we found a gas station, a Shell gas station. They usually have restrooms or CRs. So we stopped there and removed our raincoats, and someone had their potty break, and then we went on our way. So this will end this first part of our drive back to Iloilo. Unfortunately, it was not the last of the rain we saw. It will be much worse further down. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and share if you have anyone who needs to see this. And please have a really nice day. See you in the next one. Bye bye.